Welcome back, it's Oddie's Airsoft, and we're doing another review and a preview. Now, as I said at the beginning of the year, we do things a little bit differently. The reason being is that we don't always get the time to go out and actually use the stuff that we get in field. So there's a big market out there and a lot of airsofters like to know what's out there, so we're trying to bring as much as we can to your attention. And in turn it comes to our attention, which means we're spending fortunes buying these things because they're always brilliant. That aside, I'm looking at the Helikon or Helikon range of products today. Now, I own a number of Helikon products. Helikon is it's been around a long time. The company was established in 1983 with the idea of providing clothing and equipment for the armed services, the police force, outdoor enthusiasts, etc, etc. So, camo. Here we go again, it's a personal choice what you prefer. Now, as you already know, I like multicam, and yes, it has its protagonists, and there's a lot of people out there that don't like multicam. Don't care. Whatever you're into, whatever loadout you kind of want and require, you'll find the right kind of pattern of camouflage that will suit you and that you will like. The bottom line is most camo doesn't really work in our environment anyway. Due to the nature of airsoft is very close quarter combat, even in an open field, and because of that most camouflage doesn't work because of the distance we're playing at. Now that said, yeah, I get it that some camouflage does work very well even at close range, and you know, if you're very still and lying in prone positions and you're not moving much, you know, the eye picks up movement quicker than it does colour. So yes, there is an argument that some camos work a little bit better than others. But for me, camo's all about the look. I like the look of multicam and it works really, really well for me. So that aside, we're going to look at what's called the Helikon or Helikon range of products that I've been using for the last year and a half. The great thing about the Helikon range of gear is that it doesn't break the bank. Now, a lot of the camos that are out there, especially if you're into multicam and we're using Cry and Proper multicam, which are the originators of multicam, it gets really expensive, and let's face it, for something that's not real steel and we don't need it to be real steel, it kind of can push the boat out a bit too much, and you'd rather spend that money on BBs or batteries or equipment or whatever. So Helikon fits that or bridges that gap really, really well, and I have to say I've been wearing, as I said, the range of the multicam range for about a year and a half, and I find it faultless. Now, they call theirs Camogrom. Copyright issues won't allow them to call it multicam, and there are slight differences. If you take Cry multicam and put it next with the Camogrom by Helikon, there are slight differences, but I mean they're negligible, and you know, you'd be hard pushed to see the differences, but they are there. Now, you'll have seen from a lot of my videos me already wearing this kind of gear. Things I go out in a lot is my U-back, which allows me to wear just the vest over the top. It's got a slightly thicker material on the arms. The body is very, very light, which is very breathable, allows you sweat, which I do profusely. Has built-in removable elbow pads, which are a godsend. Full Velcro cuffs to, you know, look after you from any water issues, and then it also has on each arm, it has the usual Velcro real estate for badges. Ta-da! And they're really, really helpful, and I like them a lot. I've had this top for about a year and a half. It's beginning to fade in the wash. You know, every time you go out you tend to wash it because as I say, they do get a bit mucky. That said, for something that's been washed as much as it is, it's really held the colour very, very well, and a lot of the more inferior products out there tend to wash out and fade out to a very light mishmash of multicam. So I have to say it's quite impressive how well the colour has lasted so far. But the U-back is a must-have, especially in the summer. Very, very comfortable, very, very light, very, very breathable, and does a job it's meant to do, and it looks good. So that's the U-back. Trousers. What can you say about trousers? Well, I can say quite a lot actually. Again, fading a little bit, discoloured on the knees where it's been worn through. The great thing about the knees here, they have little Velcro pockets where you can put in neoprene pads, which I have here. I have a neoprene pad by True Spec in there, and they're really comfy when you put them in. I don't like wearing knee pads that clip on over trousers because I usually find they fall down as I run and they never stay where they're meant to. Great thing about these trousers is they're double stitched, and the arse and the crotch area are very well made, much thicker material, and they seem to be lasting very well. No wear and tear. I've been over barbed wire fences and everything, and it hasn't ripped, hasn't let me down. Can't really say much fairer than that. And as I say, what can you say about trousers? I mean, they're good. Great amount of real estate, pocket wise. You can put loads of bits in. All in all, top trousers. Now really quickly, because I haven't reviewed this, I haven't worn this outside, this is a preview and I have to do this quick, but this is the Patriot fleece by Helikon. Now this is in Coyote Brown. Coyote Brown, it's a little bit darker than a lot of the other Coyote Browns, but every company makes a different Coyote Brown anyway. Saw a lot of guys in Red Barn using these and wearing these, and I thought, oh, they're very nice, they're a little bit different. Alan said to me, why don't you go and take one, have a look at it and drop it back to me after you've had a look, see what you think, which is what I'm doing now. Haven't worn it, so this is quick. Has millions of zips and pockets, the usual 2 hand warmers that you have here. Great thing of it, inside they have little holders, a bit like the Condor jacket I did before. They have little holders inside for phones, keys and stuff to keep them secure. Very warm, great wind beater. Has Velcro real estate on both sides. It's got the extra secure elbow pads put in to keep you from wearing them through, especially if you're not doing a lot of prone. The usual clips to hold the cuffs in to keep the wind out. Has a full hood, which is, again, it's not a bad hood, and it has a bit of a reinforced piece here, so it actually stands proud, so it won't be flopping down in your face, which is really good. So if you're in the mood for something a little bit different, getting away from what everybody else is wearing, if you're doing a lot of CQB indoor stuff and you're looking for maybe that sort of contractor style, or you even are just happy enough to rock out in the outdoor with just a fleece on, which a lot of the lads are doing now, for winter wear this is brilliant. And I have to say, I'm really impressed, and I'm going to have to say to Al, you're not getting it back. Has a couple of pockets at the back, the old poacher pockets. You can put a couple of mags or some batteries in the back there if you're going light in the field, which is a great idea, because let's face it, you don't always need a rig, you don't always need to have yourself decked out to the fullest. Sometimes going light is a bit more fun, but yeah, all in all, I have to say, superb build quality. The build quality is fantastic. It's not overpriced, it's certainly cheaper than a lot of stuff out there, but Helikon are really getting their stuff right, and I have to say, I really like it. I can't fault it in any shape or form. It's as good looking to, you know, for the skirmish field, or, you know, even outdoor use, like if you're going out with the mates or whatever down the pub. It's a nice top, you can't fault it, and as I said, everything is functional, it fits, it's where it should be, and I have to say, get on the camo shop and have a look. Alan has a great range of stuff, and we're going to have a look at more stuff as time goes by and the newer stuff is released. Alan's promised to kind of give me a shout so I can do some previews and spotlights for you. So this has been Oddie's Airsoft. I hope it was in some way helpful. Talk to you soon.